Alright, we are back on the trim. Went ahead and trimmed out the front of the gambrel floater right there. So that's all done. Went ahead and did the trim on the base of the wall above the deck. And right there, got that. And now we're working on doing the boxing. We did here, we ran screen material all the way down on both sides, so keep all the critters out, and we'll start boxing it in tomorrow. Finished up the trim on the back side, same thing on the floater there. So that's got all trimmed now. That'll be painted a cream color once we get to that. And here's the screen material on the other side. Running pretty much all the way down to where the loft is. So, yeah. This is where it's going to get tedious and monotonous because it's all small stuff that's going to take time to get done here. But, yep, at least we're back on the trim, and once that's done we'll probably start painting and wrap this project up. Alright, it's going to be a little difficult to see here, but we've actually ripped some 1/4-inch plywood down here to make our lattice, to basically kind of give it that T111 siding look, so to speak. We've already gone down the side here. Even boxed in everything, so both sides are complete. Get the back tomorrow, and the other side. Fell short on one strip, so we'll get that wrapped up tomorrow. But yeah, boxing is all done on here as well. And we even trimmed a little bit around the patio. Rigged up some 2x6s to help hold the plywood as we rip it, but we've been ripping it about 1.5 inches in width, using 8-foot strips and cutting them to shape. But yeah, we'll finish up the rest of the front and probably do the ceiling tomorrow. So the trim will probably be done, then it'll be on to caulking and prepping for paint. Alright, we got the rest of the trim done on the back side here. That'll look good when it's painted. Alright, as well as the front. We put a couple strips up on the ceiling there. We got our strips on the front here and up on the loft area. Even carved in the street address there with a leftover trim. So that turned out pretty good. That'll look sharp once it's painted. And now it's on to caulking. Alright, handrails are on. Got a little bit of painting and cream color paint on there. Had to get that done before the handrails could go up. But yeah, it's looking pretty sharp. Paint and cream trim there as well. A little bit of caulking. Probably finish the caulking job next couple days. Rain is moving back in the forecast, so painting may be on hold. But yeah, this is really looking sharp. That sun. A little 4x4 block there for support. Really cool. It's coming along. And the back steps are done. A little bit of painting underneath, the cream for the trim and green color on the sides. But yeah, we're not going to do anything fancy with this because, like I said before, we're probably eventually going to build a deck out here, so something basic just to pass inspection is good enough for now. Okay, so we've got to the point where we can start burning up debris. We got that thing loaded. Is it chooching? Oh yeah, boys and girls, it's chooching. And believe it or not, those shingles are just fine. It's not even getting hot to even come close to melting them. So, couple of beers, and that's what happens. All right, quick update here. We just went ahead and called for a final inspection, thinking we could probably maybe get by, being that everything structurally is complete. Unfortunately, it includes painting, which we kind of figured, but not a big deal. So we've got to get this thing painted and caulked. Right now, a couple days of rain we've had set us behind yet again. So now it's cold. It's not even 60 degrees today, and that's not good painting weather. So weather is starting to work against us again. Also, the ramp, he liked the ramp, but it's got to have handrails, which we weren't really aware of. I guess for being in the city limits, even though it's a ramp, it's got to have handrails and pickets and everything like that. So we've got to put them up and have them ready along with the painting complete before we get our final inspection. So we got about another maybe another week of work, weather permitting. Right now the rain's gone, but now the temperatures have really dropped. So we'll see what we can do, and we'll probably just do the painting first, because handrails are just going to be in the way of painting and stuff, so we'll put the handrails on last. But that's the latest. Alright, caulking work has begun. We're starting to warm up a bit. We got everything caulked up there, up in the floater and the boxing area. All the lattice strips are caulked, including around the deck there. And we got around to this side along the deck and up through the boxing on this side, as well as all the lattice strips. Looks like we've already gone through about a case of caulk already, and got the back side done as well. Everything's caulked up in the boxing, the lattice strips all around, so it's all about ready for painting. And all that's left is the side here. We'll get that finished tomorrow. Alright, and this side is complete. Around the window there, it's all caulked up to the boxing. So it is ready for painting. And we went ahead and picked up our supplies for the handrails for the old ramp here. Got about 84 pickets. We may not use them all, but we went ahead and picked them up just in case. And we got 3 2x4s drying out there, another one here, and there's our 4x4s. So, yep, we'll start the handrails after the painting is complete. So, alright, so there's the color. Everything else, the boxing and the trim there, is going to be cream color. We're starting with the hunter green for the siding right now. The numbers up there will be etched out in cream as well once we get to that point. But yeah, everything's being hand brushed on, so this is going to take a while. This is we just concentrated on the lattice strips that were put on the plywood for now, and around the base of the deck here and along the side. It's just lattice strips today. A little bit around the back. And the side. This is going to take a few days. It's all tedious work being hand brushed on, and making sure you get inside the crevices real good. So that's where it's going to take the most amount of time. But really, this is a sharp color. If the sun was on it, it'd really look good. But yeah, coming along. Now that is green. That looks sharp. Everything else that is not green will be painted in cream color. Go ahead and walk around real quick here. Yeah, this green looks good in the sun. And here's the back side. Yeah, it really turned out sharp. So all the trim and around the boxing there, and everything that's not green is going to be painted in cream color. And here's the other side. So that looks really good. Oh, the sun. Yeah, the numbers up there will be etched out in cream color as well. So, yep, on to the trim. Alright, the trim is pretty much complete, so the painting project has pretty much been wrapped up. It really turned out good up on the top there with the street numbers. Aside from a little bit of trim painting around the edge of the door and the front and back, that's really about it, but it's pretty much wrapped up. The deck will get stained at a later date, and probably maybe in the spring, because it's just starting to get a little too cold now to really do much more. So we were able to wrap up the trim. So I'll do a final walk around here to show you how it turned out. But yeah, this is all cream trim all the way up on the ceiling on the underside of the the loft there, and then there's the boxing all painted in, and show you on the back side here. Yeah, aside from a little bit of painting on the door trim, it's really looking good. It's pretty much wrapped up. That really just, the color combination really turned out excellent. Cream trim and the hunter green paint. So, walk down the other side here. Yeah, and they got the trim done on the window, as well as the boxing as well. That's all painted cream color. So, really turned out nice. Really sharp. So the exterior and then the rest of the building project is pretty much wrapped up for the mega shed. So yeah, it really turned out excellent. Alright, went ahead and got the back door painted cream color as well. Cover up all those scuff marks, as well as the front door painted cream to match everything in the front and really look sharp. And finally, the handrails are up. So now we should be able to pass inspection. We'll call tomorrow and get that all lined up. But yeah, we're not going to stain until probably the spring. Everything still needs to be pressure washed and all that. And it's getting too cold to stain right now, so handrails are complete, and this wraps up the exterior of the mega shed. So I'll probably do a few updates here and there of what we're doing inside, but for the most part this is wrapped up. Thanks for watching.